Well, that great big gay anthem, Dance Your Pain Away, is off the new album A for one of the most successful singers in recording history. And unbelievably, she's joining me now. Agnetha Felskog. Am I right?
That's correct.
Okay, that's the first hurdle over. We've waited a long time, Agnetha, for this. We've waited a long time for this album.
Yeah.
And you're like a miracle. Your voice, it sounds exactly the same.
Yes, it's strange, isn't it? I get so surprised as well. But, I mean, we have worked a lot with this. But to start with, I had no idea what it should sound like, because I haven't been doing anything since 9 years back. So I had no idea what it should sound like. And I said, if it sounds old, I don't want to do this. but they said that no, there's no problem. We can hear when you talk that it's okay. And then I had some problems in the beginning because I felt a bit rusty, so to say. So I had to clear everything up and try to remember how to sing with a stomach muscle. And so, to use that and not use the throat too much.
But so in life, you wouldn't sing? Like you're walking the dogs on the beach?
Yes, I do. It happens. But I mostly whistle. But, at home, it's not that kind of singing. It's just, you're not using the voice at the same way.
And now I read a quote from an interview where you said you imagined that you would never go back into the recording studio again. Why did you think that?
To be honest, I thought that my last record, my coloring book, was the last one. So I could really feel that I think it's going to be the last one. And I had that feeling in me. But, I mean, I'm a kind of person that I don't want to close any doors. So I'm open for new things. And when this came up, it was just so amazing. And I felt that I have to try this.
And I haven't said yet, it's a beautiful album. Really, really, really lovely songs. And some of which you co-wrote.
Yes, I thought during the time when we were recording that maybe I should try to write a song, because I am a composer as well. And I was also established as an artist long before ABBA. So when I compose, I really like to do that. But it was so long time ago that I did it. So I thought that I give it a try and see what comes out.
And you mentioned that career you had before ABBA, when you were very young, you had #1 hits and things, didn't you? You topped the charts.
I started with that when I was 17 or 18 years old with #1 in Sweden. Yes, and then it came song after song that I did write myself.
And of course, so in my head, I'm thinking, you love performing, you like, being in front of an audience and things. When did that go away, the wanting to perform, the wanting to be out there?
I must say that after the ABBA years, we were very, very tired. And I just felt that I have to relax for a while and to be for myself and to get in good balance again and try to catch some new energy. But I mean, those years when we were active, they were so tiring, but they were also so very nice for us.
I remember seeing that ABBA the movie. It did look very, very tiring. It looked exhausting.
It was. That was done in Australia when we also did our concerts. So we double worked, so to say. So that was hectic years, really.
And, I see it in the studio here today when you walk in. Everyone is so excited.
Yeah, I'm so happy
to see you and meet you.
I get very sentimental about that because I notice it myself. And I live the opposite in Sweden, so I have a very quiet, silent life out on an island. And I never go to, I want to talk about this because I have a new record now.
Yes.
But otherwise, I just want to be for myself, so to say, with silent, not too many noise around and so.
But something like that song, Dance Your Pain Away, like how great to be in a club and see people dancing to that, and because it's a proper big old dance anthem.
Yes. And it's good that we did one song like that as well. So we said we have to have a balance in this album, so we don't only have we have to have a variation. I mean, of songs. So it just
And you worked with
mixing.
You worked with Jörgen Elfsen.
Elofsson. Yes. It's not easy for you now.
It's really not easy. Gosh, your English is very good. But he's worked with all sorts of people. So how did he find you? How did you get in contact?
Well, there were two of them, Jörgen Elofsson and Peter Nordahl.
Oh, yes.
That is the arranger. They found me out in the island because we have.
Did they just row out?
Because we have a common girl that we know, and she gave me a call and said they want to come out to you and present some songs, and I said yes, they can do that because I knew a little about them, and I was a bit curious because they have a very good what do you call it?
Reputation?
Reputation, you can say. So I was a bit curious and I wanted to listen to those songs. And when I heard them, I said that, oh my God, I think I want to do this. But I have to think it over. And I talked with my daughter and she said, oh, are you really going to do this and into the circus again? And I said, well, I think I'm just going to record and then we'll see. Because that's what I like, really. I like to be in the studio and record.
But as you say, once you've got new material, then you do want people to hear it. You want to,
of course,
you want to sell it. You want to get it out there.
So this belongs to it. I know that.
And is this hell for you? Is this terrible having to go around, or is it quite? Do you sort of think, oh, it's all right. It's not as bad as you remember it being.
That's right. It's okay.
Yeah. And also, I suppose because it's just you now.
Yeah, that's interesting because it's more difficult to be alone when you are the four in a group, and so you can always trust in each other and you can answer this now. So, but when I'm alone, I have to do this myself. And as I'm here now for just 14 days, I have to work a bit hard. So I want that people should hear this, and hopefully they will like it as much as we do.
I know, and I think what's very clever is the way you've whoever decided the order of the tracks is very, because the one who loves you now is very you. It's exactly what. You know what I mean? It's very familiar. The whole song. It just feels very comfortable.
You're right there. That was the first song I heard as well.
Ah, right.
And they were written for me. So all the songs are written for me actually, and that was also fantastic.
And how did Gary Barlow get involved?
Yes, he and Jörgen Elofsson have been writing a lot of songs together. So he knew him, and we said we are going to have a duet here, and who are we going to talk to? And then Jörgen said that let's ask Gary Barlow if he wants to do it, and he said yes, I would love to. So we did it.
And did you meet each other, or was it?
Now we have met each other in London here, but we didn't meet each other to do the duet. So when I came from vacation, I just heard his voice in the earphone, and I said that, oh, I don't know if I can match this. This is so good, singing. And then when I did it, and we heard that this is good. It suits good together.
And when you say studio, what studio where were you?
I was working in Jörgen's studio on Lidingö, outside Stockholm.
Okay, so you left the island to.
Yes,
yes. Do you have a recording studio?
Went to another island. Yes.
Graham Norton.
I can't tell you. There's been a flurry of response from listeners who want to ask you some questions. So I'm just going to go through some of the things they've emailed and texted in.
Okay.
But they're not difficult. It's not.
No,
it's not
I'm used to it.
It's not recipes or anything. It's not recipes for bread. Unless you have a good recipe for bread. Tim Harrison in Stockport. I didn't even know this existed. What did you donate to the new ABBA museum that opened in Sweden? I didn't know there was one.
I donated some gold records and some. I can't remember right now, but I've had, like a little collection, and it's just standing because I don't have it on my walls and so. So I thought this is a very, very good thing to have them somewhere that you know where all the things are. So we have a little mixing of everything that we have gave to the museum.
You know those knitted hats? Do you still have those?
You mean the hats
With
for
wool.
water?
They were kind of crochet wool. Do you remember? They were very... No?
Yeah, no, but they're probably there.
Okay.
Yes.
Where is the museum in Sweden?
It's in another island called Djurgården.
Instead of rent a car, there's like rent a boat in Stockholm.
Yeah, you have to. No, you never noticed that, but it's built on water, so we have a lot of that.
David Rogers wants to know, what was it like going back into the recording studio, and how much has it changed since your days working with Michael, is it Tretto?
Tretto, yeah.
Tretto.
Yeah. Of course, there is changing in everything. What can I say? The technique and so, but I don't take so much. I don't do so much with that. So for me, it's more or less the same. I stand in a room with a microphone and just sing in the same way as I have always been doing. So I don't notice so much different. But of course, there are more possibilities.
But also, I suppose that in a way, ABBA were so ahead of their time in the way they
Yes, you can say that,
produce
yeah.
sound. So
Yeah.
I guess the rest of the world's just catching up.
Yeah.
Lauren Young wants to know, she loved my colouring book, your last album, and she wonders, which do you prefer, interpreting an old song, because that song was all standards and covers,
Yes.
or do you like being the first person to record a new song?
I think I prefer original songs, but it was also very nice to do these covers, because I spent, I think, one and a half years to just listen to old songs from the 60s, which I love. And that was so fantastic to do those songs as well. But to do original songs is a really challenge. So when I get them, I often, for me, it's very, very important that I can understand the lyrics totally, because I go into it as a film role, and I really like to interpret the songs and to really be that person that the song is about.
Have you been offered pure acting roles?
Yes, I've done two. I did this with ABBA group, and then I did a Swedish film called Raskenstam.
Oh, yes.
But let's not go into that.
All right.
But it was a very good movie.
Okay.
Really. But then I haven't done anything more. So. But a lot of videos, and it's nearly the same.
Oh, okay. Oh, actually, talking of the videos, somebody wanted to know where you filmed the video of The Day Before You Came. It was at railway station. This is Grant Davies in Reading. Do you remember?
It was somewhere outside Stockholm early on morning. And that was a railway station, some kind of that. Yeah.
I love that song.
Oh, yeah. I've heard that many do that, and
Yes.
I do that too. It's very, very special. We couldn't get it good, so I had just an idea that I'm trying to sing this as Charles Aznavour should have done. You know him, the French singer.
Yes.
So I said, let me try that, and I did that, and that came out very, very special.
Do you know, that's weird. I was just talking about Charles Aznavour yesterday. He's 87 years old, and he just finished a tour.
Oh, I see. That's fantastic.
That's a work ethic,
Yeah,
Agnetha.
I have to think it over as well now.
You need to plan ahead.
Yes.
Pauline Williamson's, what sort of music do you listen to? Who are your favourite contemporary artists, people recording now? Do you listen to music?
Yes, I listen to music now and then when when I drive my car, not so often at home because I have so many other things to do, but it's always surrounded me like that. But I don't know who it is that, you can hear a song in the radio, and I think that, I hope that we're going to say who that was, because I don't know. So that happens very often.
Yes.
To me now.
Talk to my listeners. I never met.
No.
I try to remember.
Yes.
Like-
But there are a lot of good artists really today, and I think it must be very hard work, because you almost have to be a ready artist from the beginning to have success. So that must be very hard.
And in terms of, we've got emails from around the world because people know you're here. In terms of promoting the album, where are you going? Are you going to Australia? Are you going to America?
No, I'm just go here for 14 days now. And I have been working with promotion now in Stockholm for half a year. And then I do this in 14 days here in London, and I go back on Friday. And then I've done everything I can do, I think, for it, because I've done some video, a lot of radio, and television programs and so. But I'm not a kind of person that flies around and go on stage and so anymore. I'm just too old for that now.
Oh, come on. Look at you. You're untouched by time. And I suppose the thing, I just don't, in my head, don't you miss performing? Don't you miss that? Because I know, didn't you go to, you went to the big GAY nightclub in London?
Yes, it was a fantastic feeling, and it was so good received. And the people, and that's so special about, I think, London and Englishmen like this, because you can really show us your feelings and that you are happy and that you really love our music. So they do that in Sweden as well, but we are more reserved, I think.
Imagine doing a concert here, Agnetha. Imagine it.
I have done it. No, and that's one of the best memories I have, really, when we were in Wembley Arena for 1 week or 10 days, 10 evenings in a row.
Yeah.
That was so fantastic with all the audience. We could really feel the love, all four of us, that our music was so loved.
You think, like, that's 1979. It's a long time ago.
Yeah.
And of course, in a way, I suppose, internationally, a lot of it started here in Britain because of Eurovision in Brighton.
It did. It did, really.
What do you think would have happened to ABBA if Eurovision hadn't happened? Would you have still found international success? Were you that good?
That's very, very difficult to speculate in, because you don't know. But we had one little hit, so to say, the year before,
Ring Ring.
73,
Yeah.
Ring Ring, yeah, when it all started. It started a little bit before that, actually. So you never know, but that was, of course, the real break for us. And there was just time for us to...
Wow. Well, we're so glad you're back. We're so glad you're back with a new album, new songs that people are going to be delighted by. If you're a fan of ABBA, if you're a fan of Agnetha, you will not be disappointed. You will love this album. Thank you so much for coming in to see us. It's been an honor to spend time with you.
Thank you. It's my pleasure, really. And I would like to say hello to all the listeners, and I really hope that you like this album as much as we do.
They will. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye.